Hey YouTube, Doublexthebeast back here again. I've changed my channel name to DXB Cards and Comics. Just it's a little bit clearer, what I collect and things like that, just to make it a little bit easier in the search. But still gonna show the same stuff, the Silver Age comics, and I've started buying cards again after I don't know what 8-9 months basically of not buying much as far as cards go, other than busting a little bit of retail when I find it here and there. Collection is really going to primarily switch over to 90s baseball, a little bit of 2012 and 13 Prism Gold baseball. I just like how they look. They're cheap. So I'm going to show what I've picked up so far. I picked this one up for nothing. I think it was $5 or $6 ship, but it's a Carl Crawford 2013 Prism Gold. It's a BGS 9.5, but I'm gonna crack it out and just put it in my binder. I'm not really worried about the grade. I just like these gold borders on 2013 and 2012 to a certain extent, but 2013 really has these real wide gold borders. I think they look really good, and of course they're numbered to 10. This one's 5 of 10. So Carl Crawford, not a major player or anything, but it was cheap, and I'll stash it back. I also picked up a 2013 Goldschmidt. Not expensive, but he was been one of the best players of this generation. So just a cool card, and it's number 10 of 10. So it's the good old fashioned eBay 1 of 1. But nothing crazy out of those two. But I do like how they look, even without the logos and the airbrush crap that they do with this. But still cool. And I've started picking up some 90s baseball different sets that I've never really owned or wanted to own, and that's what this one is. This is the 1998 Topps Finest. It's the Man Refractor. It's Travis Lee, so he's one of the cheaper guys in the set, and I literally picked it up because I wanted to see one of them in person, and you can see they look really cool. Just the colors. I think I've had a couple of the non-refractors. Just they're numbered to 500, and these are numbered to 75, of course. But not a crazy expensive card, but very nice looking. And I may start just slowly picking up one or two here and there, and working towards getting this set completed. But anybody that's ever watched any of my videos about the Grant Hill, when I was collecting Grant Hill, I'm very picky about the peel being on. So any of them I buy, the peel will be on, and I'll be leaving it on. But cool card, very cool looking card. Not a major player. He was a good player. It's pretty neat card though. Very rare. Here's a 2000 Fleer Showcase. This was baseball switched to Fleer Showcase in 2000. The 99 2000 basketball looks just like this, but it was still going by Fleer Showcase. But and then 2000 2001 basketball switched over to Fleer Showcase, away from the Flair name. But this is Ben Grieve. Same story. Not a major player or anything like that. I just really always loved my Grant Hill that was like this. It was one of my favorites, just visually. I like how just the player is the reflective foil, and the rest of the background is just it's this very dark colors and with the white around the edge. I think it always just looked really cool to me. I always enjoyed it. So picked up this Ben Grieve, and these are extremely rare. I don't know how well you can see the serial number there, but it's number 10 of 20. So just limited to 20. And I like the little full strip that the baseball and the basketball in 2000 had started putting on there. To me, it just makes it look a little bit better. But cool card. Nothing crazy like the other ones, but just a nice looking card. Ben Grieve, I think he won the Rookie of the Year in 97 or 98. I think that was kind of the highlight of his career. I picked this one up from the same seller as the Man Refractor, collector out of Arizona. Both Diamondbacks players, and I'd never owned one of these from 2000. This is a 2000 Stadium Club Chrome first day issue refractor. I of course had the Grant Hill like this, and it was numbered to 25 as well as this one is. And so I was already bidding on the other one, and I'd never owned one of these, so I just went ahead and picked it up. Tony Womack was a solid major league player for a few years. He usually had a pretty good batting average and things like that. So he was kind of a speedster. Nothing spectacular, but definitely solid. So very cool looking, very reflective card. I don't know how well the camera is picking it up, but it's kind of a chrome overload, which I like, and it makes the refractor finish look very, very cool. Another set. This is a set that I've worked on before, like the full set, and so every time I see one of a star or a semi-star, I can't help myself but buy them. And it's 99 Bowman's Best, and it's the atomic refractors. I always thought these were outstanding looking. I think it's just the diamond pattern and then the way the player comes off of it. And then probably the most unique thing about, well, there's several sets that they did this, but had the player, even the piping around the edge of him, has the atomic refractor finish. Even across his belt, you can see right there they did it, and that level of detail I think is just really cool. I'm getting too close to the camera there. This is Carlos Delgado, so not a major star, but he had some absolute monster seasons, and they're very rare, number to 100. Not super expensive, but for the nice value you get for how good they look, it's one of the cheaper buys you can make. So up next, what I'm working on the 1998 Topps Tek Scott Rolen. I'm going to try to get all. I think it'd be 179 of them. There's one of the patterns that does not have a diffractor. So it's a monster undertaking to try to do, but I'm gonna slowly work on them. They're not expensive, and it's just kind of a fill-in thing between all the rare stuff. And these are rare enough as it is. But I've got a few of the base ones. I've only got 2 of them in the stack here. I've got 3 or 4 coming in of the different base patterns, but you can see the patterns. And here's the 2. I'll show the 2 base ones that I've got here. You can see the patterns are different. Looking through the acetate, you can see the full patterns. And if you never collected these, this is pattern 30. There's all the different patterns, but the backs of these cards even look fantastic. The fronts look good, and just the level of detail they put into these base cards, it's pretty incredible, because essentially every card is a refractor, acetate refractor, with the back as a refractor, and then the different patterns. So very cool cards. Let me show the other pattern a little bit better. If you've never had any of these, I keep getting off centered here with my camera. If you've never had any of these, pick some up. And this is pattern 74. And I'm just learning all the patterns, like being able to look at them and kind of tell which one is which without having to know the numbers and stuff. But I collected them a little bit in the early 2000s. I opened a handful of boxes back then. Never really pursued a full player set or anything like that, but I'm working on it now, and it's going to be a monster undertaking. So of course those are the kind of what the base looks like, and then this is the nearly impossible diffractors to hunt down, and you can see it's kind of got that cracked ice atomic feel to it on the front. Very, very, very cool looking, very, very tough to find of any player if you're just looking for a specific player. And then the back has the same kind of pattern to it. And this is pattern 39 is what this is. I don't know if the camera's picking that up right here in the corner, but these are tough. It's going to take me a very long time to specifically find the diffractors. So I was able to get this one, and then I was able to get one more. I like this pattern is one of my favorite ones. I like the kind of the brick look to it. It just looks really cool. I just got this one in yesterday. I got some fuzz or something on the semi-rigid here, and I've got all these in these Ultra Pro semi-rigids. I just did it for the video. These are all going to go in my binder. I've gotten to where I like to keep all my cards in binders, so I can just pop them out and look at them. But this one is pattern, I think 78. Can't really see it right there. 75, excuse me. And there's a great looking card. So if you're ever wanting a mammoth undertaking, pick a player out, or just one pattern for all the players, and try to put it together. And and good luck. So the next card is actually the most expensive card I've got. I've got some other cards I'm going to show after, but I think this was the most expensive one I got. And this is the 2000 Fleer Showcase Legacy, like the Ben Grieve I showed earlier, but it's Chipper Jones. I like Chipper, Scott Rolen, Nomar Garciaparra, Larry Walker, Todd Helton. There's quite a few guys from the 90s that I really like, and Chipper's one of my favorites. And so I saw this on eBay and made a couple offers on it, and finally was able to get it bought. And I'll definitely stash it back and enjoy it in my collection because I like that set a lot. And then getting one of the better value players of the time for how good he was. He's relatively cheap, and it's serial number 1 of 20. I don't know if you can see the serial number very good, but anybody that's ever watched my videos knows I'm pretty picky on serial numbers too. I got fuzz all over this stuff. Pretty picky on serial numbers, so whenever I see one jersey number or the last one, I definitely try to get them when I can. So very cool card. Like I said, probably the most expensive card out of this entire group. So I was happy to get it. So up next, I've been on just a crazy buying run here of Nomar Garciaparra. I've got some more coming that'll be in the next video. It's been, I don't know why, he's had just a lot of nice stuff come up on eBay recently. And this is 99 Topps Tek. I showed 98 Topps Tek for the Rolens. Essentially in 99, they went to a little bit less patterns. They went to, there's 30 home jerseys, 30 away jerseys, two different pictures. And there's a gold version of every one of them. So there's 60 different golds, and they are very, very tough at number to 10 to find. That you can go on eBay and you can find quite a few of them, but when you get down to like needing 1 or 2 patterns, it's going to be tough. But you can see the backs on these golds are just as nice looking as the front. They really put a lot of detail. I like all that, the little dimples, on the back, and then of course the serial number right there. And you can see there's a pattern. It's pattern 3. And like I said, there's 30. This is 38B is the card number because there's A and B of each player because of the 2 pictures. And I'll show you another one here in a second. Of Nomar, but very cool looking cards. Just a nice looking card overall. And you can get these for most players. The decent players, you can get them for $20 to $50 each. So I mean, you don't break the bank, and you really get just a nice looking card. I think Griffey and Jeter and those guys are about the only ones that really get up well over 100, and even then they're not terribly expensive, in relatively speaking. So there's that one, and then I'll show, so you can see the 2 pictures here. Here's the other one that I picked up. And they're just nice cards, same story. You can see all the gold, and this is just a different pattern. You read where it says AL Rookie of the Year. That's what the patterns, a lot of them will show the highest batting average or something of a player, or just different career milestones. And this one's really cool because it's numbered 5 of 10. Which was Nomar's jersey number. So that's it's kind of a jersey numbered card. I collected Grant Hill for so long, and I had so many of these rare sets that were number 20, serial numbers 25 and under, that Grant Hill, he was number 33. So I'd never had a chance at getting a lot of his jersey numbered stuff because the set runs just weren't even that big. So it's kind of nice collecting a player that's in single digits so that I can do a little bit more of this stuff. But the back of this one, I like the back of the other one better. This one's more stamped. You can see the pattern, but the other one had those dimples in it and just really looks cool. But both of them really cool cards. Up next is 99 Flair Showcase. This is a legacy of Nomar, and the legacies, they're not that expensive or anything like that, but they're just a good bang for your buck because of the blue foil and how they look. And they just used that classic pattern for several years there when they were making these. And this is row 3, so this would essentially be the base card. They're all serial numbered to the same, and there's different variations and things, but the row 3 is kind of the base level. If you open a box of these, the majority of your cards are going to be row 3. And it's numbered to 99, 85 of 99. Just, you know, not anything crazy, but just a very, very nice card. Okay, up next is a 99 Skybox Premium Star Rubies, and you can see, you know, all the waves and the different patterns in the background, and then the red, you know, signature, you know, the initials, and then the red name and the Skybox Premium logo in red. I mean, these things look outstanding. So, you know, very, very cool card. Very happy to add that one. That's you know, that one I'll stash back and definitely enjoy. They're rare. It's numbered 42 of 50. So I mean, if you're looking for a specific player, I mean, it's not, you know, they're not that easy to find, you know, at all. So very, very cool. Very, very cool card. Can't complain. It's got some chipping on it and stuff, but it's no big deal. So I just got this one in yesterday, this next card. I've always loved this set, and I never had a, you know, a star player or you know, a semi-star, anybody decent. I think I pulled a common one time, and definitely pulled several commons from football. This is 99 Bowman Chrome, and this is you can see the gold signature right here. It's a gold refractor of Nomar, and probably a lot of people saw it go across eBay last week, and I had to have it, and so I got it. But it's also cool because it's serial numbered 5 of 25. So like I mentioned earlier, that's Nomar's jersey number, which makes it a little bit more cool. I wouldn't have really cared on this one. It's such a rare card, and you just don't see them of the star guys, and you know, just a classic design. 99 Bowman Chrome was great. I'd like to have a Matt Holiday like this too. I'm from Oklahoma, and you know, I'd like to have a Matt Holiday rookie card. So if anybody's got one out there, hit me up. But very, very cool card. I was absolutely thrilled to add it and get it stashed back into my collection and own it for years and years. So it's just nice looking. And the last card I've got, picked up from the same seller as a couple of those Nomars, and it's a 1999 Fleer Mystique, and it's the masterpiece. And obviously, you never take these for granted. Anybody that's ever watched my Grant Hill videos, you know, you never take the masterpieces for granted because you never know when you'll be able to find one. It's just a complete crapshoot. So you can see right down here where it's got the foil, one of one, the only one of one masterpiece logo, and you can kind of see they put that stamping around it to kind of highlight that. And then everything's in purple, purple background, purple here to kind of signify what that was Fleer Skybox's color, to signify that it was a, you know, masterpiece. You know, very, very cool. I'm not sure these circles in the background. I was looking at them. They're part of the foil in the background, and I don't remember the pattern on this on the base card. You can kind of see it right there. I've got to go back and look and see kind of what if that was just a mistake. But it's definitely behind the bat. You can tell you know, it doesn't cross over the bat. So I don't know if that was the design on the base card, that when they went to do it in purple, that's just how it transferred across or something. I don't know, but I've got to do a little research on that. I haven't done that yet. I didn't even know. If you look at it, you know, completely head on, you really can't even tell that those circles are there. It's just when you slightly turn it, you know, you can see them. So I didn't even notice it at all really until I got it out and was looking at it at an angle. So, you know, just probably part of the design, but I want to try to figure out why it's like that. And you can see it's got the M. Let's see if I can do this on after the 156 for the card number, which also signifies the masterpiece. Pretty typical Fleer Skybox, you know, thing that they did on most of their cards back then on the masterpieces. So very, very, very cool. Very, very cool card. I was thrilled to get it. Coming from the basketball world back to collecting baseball. I've collected baseball for years, so it's not like anything new to me, but I've been in the basketball world for so long that to be able to pick up, you know, Nomar Garciaparra masterpiece from the 90s for the price that I got this, it just seems the value is really there, which I like. And so I'm going to keep buying the heck out of these. So definitely going to definitely going to try to build a nice Nomar, Rolen. You know, I mentioned some of the other players, but those two guys probably kind of be the focus. But I'm not going to collect. I'm not going to collect one player or go crazy collecting, you know, a player to the extent that I did Grant Hill. It was exhausting, and I'm mainly just looking for stuff that's serial numbered to 100 or less, or some of these Topps Tek sets that I want to build that are rare without being numbered. So, but anyways, that's essentially that's all I've got for my baseball collection so far. I'll have some more stuff coming in, and I've got some box breaks I'm going to try to do, and so just stay tuned and follow my channel, please.